It's 7:30. Here we go again. Got bright pink on today. Go on, Liz. Off we go. Only joking. Tell you what, it's hot already. Find it a bit hard today, really. I don't like the heat. Look at that little boat. Would you like to be on that today, Liz? That little boat? I don't think I could be bothered. Hello, we've got the Tour de France coming up here. I better get going. I'll tell you what, that was hard today. This bit hurts, which is different to this bit that hurt yesterday. Oh, look who's waiting for us, Lizzie. Hang on, you're going to have to look at my feet for a bit longer till we get there. Oh, you look magnificent sat there, Doug. This is your house, isn't it? Tell that lady to go away if she tries to feed you today. What? What's her? Oh, some diarrhea on the floor. Hope it's not yours. And I really hope it's not yours. Right, come on, let's go in. Oh dear.
Oh, Pam just opened the curtain.
Pam! Hello, Pam! Oh yeah, she didn't have any food this morning. I couldn't find her, so she's waiting for us. What a cheek! Right, we better go and feed her. I was going to say, look, these need a bit of water, don't they? Right, come on, let's get in. Drop Lizzie off, and I'll pick Lillian up. I'm a bit scared. I've seen the heel turner this morning, and I don't really want to run into him when I'm by myself at such a early hour. I think I told you about the heel turner. He just walks round and round the same area, and then if he sees you, he turns on his heel. She'll probably want to go that way. Oh, lovely. She's obsessed with other dogs. We at the minute. It upsets me because I wonder if because she never used to do it before you know who died, and I always wonder if she's trying to find him. But I do think too much into these things. Right, come on, Lillian. Morning, girls. It's going to be hot today, so I'll come and put your air conditioning units in a little while. You don't need them just yet, though. Go on, Pat, get into it. Aren't they lovely? I've had them for 3 years now. They were random, they were random lockdown pets. I suppose they were really, because I just woke up one morning and thought I'm going to get some guinea pigs. And I went and got them. I'm glad I did. Me and Lizzie are now going to town. I've just been out to the guinea pigs. It's not too warm out there yet, but I've taken their houses away, which they're absolutely livid about. So I've given them some strawberry tops to apologise, to make up for it, and then I've given them lots of cucumber so that because that's nice and watery, and some celery as well. And then I'm going to put in one air conditioning unit, which is a bottle of water which I've frozen. They only need one at the minute, and when this one's melted I'll put another one in. Lovely, I'm really sorry I've taken your house away, but you'll get too hot because the guinea pigs, oh, and Patsy's there as well, they like being in houses. Hopefully that'll make up for it. I'm going to put the air conditioning here near the food so that when they come over to eat it they'll be near it. When it gets a lot hotter I'll put one either side of it as well, because they do actually lay next to it. I've got pictures of Mr. Bobkin when he used to get hot, laying next to his water bottles. Well, I'm going to get to town. Do you want anything? Okay. Me and Lizzie are going to town, our red shoes. We always wear, well, I always wear red shoes. I love red shoes. We've got all the UK parcels. We're going to stick them all in the postal, no, I keep saying that, the parcel post box. Hang on, I'll turn you around. It's hot out there today. We've just got home from town. I'm going to have a quick 5-minute cup of coffee, I think, and then sit down before I get on with a bit more bag making. Lizzie's got her school stationery, which is good. We had a dinner in a cafe. I had, what do I have, ham salad, and Lizzie had, if you care, a roll with some chicken in. I'm going to go and take this dress off. I feel like I need to put something on that's not going to touch me, if you know what I mean. I'm going to put something really baggy on. Look, this is that's my bra. But it just looks like a vest top, but it's not. Been walking around town like that. Oh dear. Doug was out when we got back. Just saw a man who's lived down this road for years go past on his bike, and he said, "Is that your cat that lays in the middle of the road?" I said, "Yes, that's him." Oh dear. Right, I'm going to put the kettle on. I'll see you later. So you know that ginger cat, George, who Lillian kisses? I've noticed him over at the bit where that woman who feeds Doug lives. I don't know why I'm pointing there because that's Lillian and not Doug. So I just saw his family draw up in the car, so I went over and I said, "Has George been eating his food?" And they said, "No, not really." I said, "'Cause he's being fed over there." So they're going to have a word as well. It's been making him sick, and she's been leaving the food on the windowsill for him. So it's not just me who's getting this, it's everybody. Ooh. I've started something now, haven't I? I've had to put a different, it's a lot later now. I've had to put this is a lovely, like, big baggy dress, and I had to put it on because I was hot, and I've had to put my hair up as well because that was making me hot. James and Lizzie have gone for their nighttime walk, so I'm just going to do a few labels for my sock bags that I'm making, and I wondered if you'd like to have a look. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I haven't got a tripod. Well, I have, but I don't know where it is. Let's see how we get on. This is my sewing machine. I had to buy a new one because my old one, it just wasn't working properly. It's a Husqvarna Viking, and I think it's called a Jade 20. I love it. It makes lovely noises. Right, so I've put the feed dogs down, and I've taken this foot off, and look, they're so lovely. The other one I had to do stuff, but this one just clips on and off like that. And I'll tell you what, because I'm doing it one-handed, that's all right, but this is the most satisfying thing in the world. Oh, can't do it now. I love doing that. Right, so the feed dogs are down. I've taken the foot off because you can get a foot to go on here for when you're doing the free motion embroidery, but I don't need it. I find it gets in the way and I can't really see where I'm going. Right, I'm going to have to try and work something out. I might get Johnny. Johnny owes me a favour, so I'm going to get him to hold this. Then again, he's got shaky hands. I'll get Meg. Right, Meg's going to hold the phone. I can't now see, but we'll see how we get on. Right, so the pretend foot is down, and I'm going to, I don't draw it out or anything like that. I just want it to look as natural as possible. Can you see? Yeah. It's probably not very neat because I can't see what I'm doing, but it'll be fine because I do want it to look homemade. Right, let's see where that one... Oh, if I look from the side, I can see perfectly. There we are. There we are. Sorry about the light over in this area, but it's quite a dark. And the dark house. There was a dark staircase. Of course, I used to love that book. Here is one I've made earlier. I've trimmed all the loose threads off, and I've done a few more underneath, and I've just got to trim these off as well. And then they'll go in my bags. Just a moment and I'll show you what I mean. There you go, there's one in one of my bags. I was looking for a long time for labels. Well, I say that, I probably Googled for about 10 minutes, but I couldn't find what I wanted, and then I wanted the option of doing like different colours and things to match the different bags, so I thought I'll just do it myself. So that's it. Oh, you're probably wondering where I am, because this is a new area. I've done some moving about, because I used to sew, as you know. Well, I've always sewn here, but I used to do all the ironing and cutting and all that sort of stuff over there near the worktops. And oh, it was just really hard having to put everything away at the end of the day. So I decided to do a little bit of moving about, and I've got an ironing board over here in this little cubby that I have out all the time, so that I can just leave things and it's not in anybody's way. Because like I'd just get everything set up and then one of the children would come down and want to make some toast, and there's not really anywhere to make toast other than the area that I was doing all my work in, so I'll just move stuff about. So this is my cubby hole, which is very hot in like today, but I know I'm going to appreciate in the winter, because I'll be able to be stuck in here. Can you hear Lillian panting? She's hot. But tomorrow's going to be a pain. The tumble dryer is being collected. It's gone wrong, so it just doesn't work anymore. So that's going. So I've got to get a new one from somewhere, but I don't need one yet, thank goodness. I could do without that really, but never mind. Yeah, that's... and the people who are coming to get it are so miserable. Because my house is long and skinny, so it's room after room after room. It's not like open plan or anything like that. It's just rooms one after the other. They don't like it because it's quite awkward, and they sort of take it out on me. I feel like saying, well, I can't help it, but it is awkward, and they're going to be really angry tomorrow because it's going to be a hot day. So I've asked James if he can just move it, because it's here, if he could just move it out of this area so I don't have too much. I need to turn this iron off so I'll forget. Too much of an encounter tomorrow, because I don't really like that sort of thing. It's awkward anyway, isn't it, when you've got people in your house? Right, I'm going to go. I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm up to. Well, I'll be going for a run, and then... Oh, thank you ever so much to the people who have sponsored me so far. If you'd like to sponsor me to run at least 3k every day, the link for the Just Giving page will be in the description box. I'm doing it for a charity called Lymphoma Action, and September is Blood Cancer Awareness Month. So if you'd like to sponsor me for that, I would be ever so pleased. I can see how people could get addicted to fundraising, because I set my target as £150 and I didn't think I'd get that, but I've gone over that now. And honestly, it's made me so happy. So I was saying, I'm going to go for a run. Johnny and Lizzie, it's Lizzie's last day, so he's treated her to a Lego set, which is really kind of him. Why is this iron still making on ticking noises? It is unplugged. So they're going to do that, and I'm going to do some work. I had quiche again for tea with coleslaw. I've got 1/4 of it left and then it's gone. Right, I'll see you all in the morning. Thank you for watching.